guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a bit different. We're going up to Killcare Raceway in Ohio for Drift Indy Street League. So Drift Indy Street League, if for those of you who don't know, is a kind of a street car like style competition. The cars that are in there are like real stylish cars, real low. They've got a couple like rules that'll like level the playing field. So big one is tire. You can't have over a 245 with tire, as well as like need to be over 300 tread wear. So you know, all things that the Miata typically runs. So it should be a pretty good time. Probably get some really good driving in, really good tandems. So there is no qualifying. I know a lot of grassroots comps do that, where they don't do an actual qualifying. Only 32 drivers to begin with, so we're just going to go do a top 32 based off of, you know, max 32 drivers to show up. That's if everybody shows up. So I'm expecting it to be a good time. You know, we've got an Airbnb and everything, so that we're up here for the full time. I don't have to worry about going up, driving back, since it is about a 5-hour drive from my house. I guess I got another 3.5 more hours and then we'll be there. So always check your straps when you stop. Here. It's wet, it's still drizzling, so it's probably not going to dry up anytime soon, but we'll see. My main goal here was just to link the track. So the first lap I did before this was pretty clean. I mean, definitely wasn't the cleanest run of all time. It was my first time on the track. It's very wet. You can see how kind of twitchy the car is. But I wanted to just get another one where I was just trying to get around the track. And I would know that in the end, I've got a good basis to start with. So I've done 2 laps now. I think I only got one on film, so I missed my first one. So the track's really wet, which is kind of creating some issues, but I'm getting it a lot easier, I think, than I thought. So if I can just keep in line and keep practicing, it should turn out pretty well. So let's get to that. So at this point, I saw that a lot of drivers were entering a lot earlier than what I was and going a lot faster. So I tried to do the entry in 3rd gear and then drop back to 2nd, which actually worked out pretty well. As you can see, the track's starting to dry up. It's a little bit patchy still, but you know, I'm making some progress. And you see here, I'm trying to full throttle it, get up to the bank, but the bank was actually drying up quite a bit quicker than the rest of the track. So it kind of just pulled the car down almost instantly. You can see where I'm pretty much out of gear through the entirety of the infield in 2nd gear. Yeah, as you can see, it's still really patchy. As soon as you get off the racing line, it's like ice.
second tandem run I did. Let's see, White's either Q following me. Super nice guy. I met him at the very beginning. You see, I'm starting to go a little bit faster. Do a shift to the third here to try to get a little more speed coming at the bank. Just trying it out to see what would happen. It worked out pretty well. I got quite a bit closer than what I was doing in all the other runs. So I started to do that pretty much through all the remainders. Just try my best to get into third gear more than what I was doing before. Next runs are with Mylan. Mylan's the guy that I got matched up with for our top 32 battle. We had like 4 hours of practice, so Mylan and I actually did quite a few runs to try to get used to driving with each other and see what each other's driving techniques were and how everything was going. And it gave me a good opportunity to kind of beat him and figure out where I was on the stack of how to drive. As you can see, I missed the shift in the third gear pretty badly, so that wasn't good. But it set me up pretty well. Mylan and I talked about it afterwards, and he said, yeah, the one thing you really need to do is to try to get rid of all your shifts. So see later on in the day that I start sticking in third, and I don't take it out of third. So the car has just enough power to do it. after that run, I was feeling myself pretty good. I was getting real comfortable. I did a pretty solid chase, or what I thought was a pretty solid chase behind Mylan. Little did I know the drivers were pushing a lot harder than that, and I needed to be like 2 car lengths closer to Mylan in order to win the actual competition. But hindsight. After the top 32 competition, I unfortunately completely forgot to turn on the GoPro during my top 32 battles. In short, I did not win. Mylan took the win. We had 2 pretty clean runs. I don't remember making any major mistakes. Looking back, there was a couple parts of the line that I was pretty far off of, where he's probably pretty good on them. I know definitely on the bank he was closer, so I think most likely I just got outdriven, but I'm really interested to see once the full feature length video comes out to see what the 2 runs look like. But, I'm glad when I got taken out, it was due to taken out by a better driver than me making some sort of silly mistake where, I could have been closer, or, spun out or did something weird like that. I ran the line that I thought I needed to do to win. It just wasn't quite what I needed. back at the Airbnb. It was an awesome day. The actual like top 32 tandem battle, I don't know what was going through my mind, but it wasn't hitting the GoPro. So I completely missed filming those 2 runs. But I was going against Mylan. Honestly, super nice guy. We ran a couple kind of tandem battles in practice, you know, and he was super fast, really good driver, definitely was a force to be reckoned with. I was feeling super comfortable, so I was like, man, as long as I can do clean run, I'm gonna be in the battle, but in order to win, I'm really gonna have to push. And so I went into my lead, laid down a solid lead, tried not to look back at what he was doing. You know, I saw on my peripherals that like he was really on me. So I tried to stick it on him in my chase, and I thought I did, but I guess he must have been closer and maybe a little bit cleaner. Probably lead line was a little bit higher on the bank. I know I tried all day to get higher and higher on the bank, but yeah, I really wish I had those runs filmed. Because it would have been, at least it would have been good to see. Either way, it was super fun. Then I got to basically just watch the rest of the battles, and there's some super good drivers there, so there was no disappointment in any of the rest of the runs. At the end, they opened it back up for an hour of just jam session, and man, that was like some of the best like jam session runs I've ever had. Ton of fun. I got a ton of laps right at the very end. I'm really tired. It's like 11 o'clock now. I've got to leave super early in the morning to make it back to Clarksville in time to try to do the Clarksville competition tomorrow. Maybe that'll be in this video, maybe it'll be in the next one, but it'll be a good time. See you then.